Here's the problem. You're in the wrong paradigm. You're viewing this the wrong way. And it's going to screw you up. It's going to cost you. You'll see why that's funny in a second. And it is. But it's going to cost you more than you think. Because when it comes to health, fitness, your body, your physique, these kinds of things, you're viewing it as a cost. You're viewing it as a drain on your resources. Time, money, effort, energy, focus, whatever resource you want to look at it. You're viewing it as it's draining it. So it's costing you. And this is the problem. That's the wrong way to view this. Because it's only ever a cost if you don't get anything back from it. Whenever you utilize any form of resource, money, effort, focus, time, whatever it might be, the question you need to ask is, will I get a return on this investment? Will I get a return from this? If it's just a cost, well, then that's a problem. Because that's just draining resources for the sake of draining resources. It doesn't have a net positive thing. But you putting time, money, effort into your body, the thing that literally governs your life, the meat suit that you walk around with that determines, well, basically everything in your life, well, shit, that matters. There is not even within reason, to be honest, there isn't any cost that's too high for as long as you get to continue doing the things that you want, that it brings back a reward on your investment. And yet we have to argue about these things. And look, yeah, we're often talking disease and managing those things, and there will come a point. There will come a point if that you don't look after your body, that you'll pay the price in that format. But even just on a day-to-day basis, in energy, in focus, in capacity, I had some numpty arguing with me the other day about, I was like, you can reverse aging. Aging is a choice. And he's like, oh, well, what about you out-exercise the wrinkles on your forehead? Oh, I'm so hurt. I'm so deeply burnt by this. But that's the least important factor of aging. Like, it's the most superficial one. When I'm talking aging, I'm talking the ability to do shit. Get up and down off the floor with your kids or your grandkids or whoever the fuck it might be. The ability to go play sport or go for a walk or do exercise or do things that are fun and enjoyable. The ability to participate in life and not slowly decay on a couch. That is the most important factor at any stage of life. And yet, the majority of people will reach that stage, it's looking like now in their 30s, and going, oh well, don't need that anymore. Oh well, it hurts to exist. Oh well, I can't do these things anymore. Like, I play basketball. And look, it's just a kickabout league. Don't really have that much time to play anything higher level anymore. But I've had people on my team who are younger than me say things like, oh, well, it's okay because we're old now. And I was like, we're hardly fucking old. I'm 34. Hardly old. I've got plenty of years in the tank, and I'm going to be playing long past my 30s. And it amazes me how many people have just tossed it in. It's like, oh, well, we're not able to do these things anymore. No, you made that choice to do those things. You made a definitive decision that you weren't able to do these things anymore. It didn't just happen. It didn't just disappear one day because you reached a certain age milestone and you're like, there it is. No. It's because you chose to no longer invest into yourself. You chose not to invest into the thing, the only thing. This is one that I really need to hammer home, because if you can get this paradigm shift, everything else in your world will change. It's the only fucking thing that matters. And People always balk at that. And here's why. Because you won't have the capacity to spend time with your family if you don't look after it. You won't have the capacity to play with your children the way you want to if you don't look after it. You won't have the capacity to show up and do the work and provide for your family if you don't look after it. It's the only thing that matters, because once it's gone, you have nothing. And this comes down to the dichotomy of how you view these things, because people want to play it in the extremes. They're like, I'd rather spend time with my children. Cool. So would I. It's my greatest priority, is the ability to spend time with my children and my wife. I don't sacrifice those things to spend time working out. I either do it at the extremes of the day, or I do it with them, so that I have the capacity. But I am not sacrificing my health and fitness, and I'm not utilizing my children as an excuse. I'm investing into myself, my health, my fitness, my longevity, my capacity, my mobility, my strength, all these kinds of things, so that I can be the greatest version of myself, so that I can show up with energy, with focus, with drive, with the ability to do things. If my kids want to climb the equipment or climb a tree, I will be in the equipment, I will be climbing the tree. If they want to run, if they want to ride their bikes, I will be there with them, because I have the capacity, because I do the work, because I invest into myself. There is nothing in this life that will have a greater ROI on your life than investing into you. The sooner you get your head around it, that there is no cost in investing in you. It's an investment. There is a return on investment, an ROI on that. Being strong, fit, and healthy has the greatest ROI of anything else you could ever do. It gives you mental clarity, it gives you focus, it gives you energy, it allows you to show up, and allows you to be healthier, it allows you to be more present. It increases the capacity for dopamine and joy. It helps fight depression, sadness, all these kinds of things. You have so much to gain from investing in your health and fitness, that the second you understand that, everything in your life gets better. It's why these are the foundational principles. This is why demanding greatness starts there. Yeah, it builds out into other things. It spiderwebs out into building a great fucking life. But you cannot build your best possible life without being in great shape first. You can't. Yeah, you might succeed in other areas, but you are leaving potential on the table by not doing the work. There is no cost to your health and fitness. There is only an investment. There will only be a reward. But you have to be willing to put up that initial investment. Whether it be time, whether it be money, whether it be effort, whether it be focus, whether it be consistency. These kinds of things. You must put these up first so that you can show up as the greatest version of yourself. As I said, you need to shift your paradigm around this. Like, the things that we spend money on in terms of sedation, in terms of comfort, in terms of ease, is just frightening. Use that money and invest it into you. Invest into a coach, invest into workouts, invest into weight, invest into good nutrition, invest into these things, and they will return tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. Don't believe me? Next time you get sick, because it's inevitable, especially if you're not looking after your health and fitness, next time you get sick, tell me what's the one thing that you would wish for. What's the one thing that you would pay any price to have back? Is it your health? Yeah. The problem is that the choices that you are making at the moment are the slow decline. It's this drip by drip by drip by drip. So you aren't noticing the decline. You aren't noticing the price that you're paying. And I can guarantee you want to talk about cost? The cost of sedation. That is a price that is far too high. That is a price that you shouldn't be willing to pay, ever. Because that price is too high. The cost of sedation, the cost of your potential, the cost of all the things that you could and should have, the life that you could and should have if you were just willing to invest in the only thing that you have, the one thing that will govern the rest of your life. You. The second you wrap your head around that, my friend, well, everything in your life gets better. Absolutely everything in your life will get better. And the more you invest into your health and fitness, the more you invest into being the greatest version of yourself, the better every aspect of your life will be. And not just your life, your children's life, your wife's life, the lives of those who love and adore you, those who believe in you, those who depend on you, those who support you, all of them, every single one of them, their lives will get better too. Because you made, and here's the catch, here's the terminology that people don't like, but it is the selfless decision to invest in you. The sacrificing of your sedations and your comforts to become the greatest version of you. It is the most selfless act that you can do, because everything gets better when you do it. You will get better. And you'll show up better, and you'll show up differently, and you'll show up with more presence. You'll show up with more energy. You'll become a different fucking man, especially if you commit to something like demanding greatness, 126 days. No exceptions, no misses, no days off. Every single fucking day, a zero choice mentality. Not only will your health and fitness go through the roof, not only will you come out strong, fit and healthy, not only will you be a different human being, physiologically speaking, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you will show up differently because you made that commitment and you followed through. It isn't a cost, it's an investment. Those sacrifices that you are making are for the greater good. They're for your good, for your children's good, for your wife's good, and they will make all the difference in the world. You just have to be willing to step up and do what is necessary. You just have to be willing to make a decision and go, I can no longer accept this mediocrity that I have been living in. It is not that cost. See that one there? That cost is far too high. I will invest in me. I will invest in my future and my children's future for the greater good. And that is how I will get to where I want to be. So if you're ready for that, if you're ready to honestly stop costing yourself and start investing in yourself, it's time to start demanding your greatness.